Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Hour of the Wolf podcast. I am your host, Louis P. Schreier. I am the Wisconsin lieutenant. And then to my right is Wisconsin president, DQ.
Good evening, everybody. I'm just going to say this right off the bat. If there's a Grammy Award for Best Podcast Intro Song, we just took it.
Absolutely.
We just took the statue.
Hey, chat. I know there's a lot of people in the chat watching. Hey, chat, give me some fucking fire for how great that fucking song is, please. And make sure to like the chat. Make sure to go on your personal Facebooks and share it. Subscribe to the channel. Do everything you can to promote this. Let's blow this out of the water. We are one big happy family here. Just fucking knock it out of the wood. No, just knock it right out of the fucking ballpark. Cannot wait.
Big thank you to Chris Hartle from the Paranormal Rockdown, our good friend. He worked on that song for us, and we asked and we received. So thank you, Chris.
He made a bunch for us too. We just had to pick and choose which one we liked the most, and this one was great. I think we made the right choice. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, dude. How's your week been?
Week has been pretty good. We got knocked with a boatload of snow, so I think in the last week we've had over a foot. I had 8 inches yesterday that I had to shovel out, and so I've been dealing with that. But it doesn't keep me from lighting up the grill this afternoon. So
yeah, we got 5, but obviously with the hills up here, we get a lot of drifting and stuff. But it was a good 5. It's actually nice to get winter once in a while. This is like our first natural snowfall all year. So,
yep.
Yeah, it was just nice to meet winter again. But it's so weird, like with that warm temperatures and stuff. And one thing big where I'm from in western Wisconsin is we have that ski tournament. With the warmer weather, because it was so cold the week before it got warm, that the snow, they hit, you've been down that valley. It's really, it's steep, keeps itself cool. So even with all that warm weather at night, it was still hitting 32 degrees and, saving the snow. But when it melt a little bit, that scaffolding was just pure ice. Those skiers just freaking fly off. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's supposed to.
I'm very happy.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow we're supposed to get a high of 7, I think, with a low of -8 before the wind chills. So
yeah, it's gonna be chilly.
Tomorrow's gonna change.
Yeah, other than that, my week has been long. I had the Stansfield Dart Tournament this weekend, and Friday I played doubles, and we took 4th. Friday was a battle. We played a lot of good darts, missed a little bit here and there, Then just kind of fell short to a guy. Actually became a pretty good friend. He's from Platteville. And he took us out of doubles, and then ironically, 4-man. It's a round robin, so we play every team once, and we just snuck in. We had 15 wins. The first place team had 18 wins, and the team in second place had 14. And we actually lost to that team who got 14 wins, so we just snuck into that today. And then today we battled from 8 o'clock all the way to 3 o'clock, and we took second place of the team.
Nice.
Yeah, hey, the nice thing about dart tournaments is you come in with, expectations to do okay, and then you leave with money. That's all that matters.
Now, you've gotten a handful of guys in the club through the tournaments too, haven't you, before?
Yeah, Chris, I got through darts.
Chris, I think we had a couple come through that never stuck too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Waz is he was a big dart player.
Oh yeah, I remember him down the Milwaukee area.
Yep. I think I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought I seen him at state. Well, when
he
was
the guy that he did the magnet fishing that I was fascinated by for the longest time.
Yeah.
Stand on the bridge with a big freaking fucking magnet and catch shit off the side of the bridge. It still makes no sense to me, but it's fantastic because he had a big long list of all the crap that he'd get out of the lakes and rivers.
Yeah. it's crazy what people do with like, because like he's catching garbage, right? Like catching like, yeah, it's amazing what people can pull out of there. Can you imagine like when the Edmund Fitzgerald like starts like breaking apart, like catching the pieces of that boat out of there?
But that's in Superior, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's not moving anywhere. Superior, nothing moves once it hits the bottom of Superior. That's where you're supposed to go dump your bodies, because the cold water prevents the body from deteriorating, so they never float. They sink to the bottom and stay down there. So there's a little tip for you if you guys need to bury anybody. Lake Superior, just to the north.
And we do not actually endorse this fact. We're just giving
it's what we are. We are Wisconsin. You're among fiends.
That's true. Yeah, we got Dahmer. We got Dahmer, Geen.
Dahmer, Geen. Yep.
Smiley Face Killer was linked to Wisconsin.
We had the Dairy Princess. She won the Dairy Princess like in the late 80s or early 90s, and she killed her family or her boyfriend or something.
Yeah.
She was
Aaron Rodgers. Killed the Bears for how many years? You know what I'm saying?
10 years straight.
So I guess keep on rolling here. This episode is called Founders Day. So today we are bringing on the founders of the Renegade Beard Club, our community, the head honchos, the brains behind the operations, probably some of the best looking human beings you'll ever see. So yeah, we're going to bring those guys in really quick. No particular order. I'm just going to click and go. Welcome to the stage, Beans, International President.
That song was fucking fire, FYI. I'm gonna need that on my playlist like today.
Today, I'll see what I can do for you. I think I could forward an email to you.
All right.
So Beans is the founder. He is the international president. Look at this guy. Good looking son of a bitch here, everybody.
It's beauty.
I try, man. I try to look like DQ more than anybody knows, but it's hard to do because I don't wake up like this. I have to make myself look like this.
We all have goals.
Oh, man.
All right, they come up next here. We got the international vice president.
Now, there's a lot of beauty right here.
Yeah. So come up next here with the international vice president, Toxic Berserker.
What up? What up?
Another
good evening,
looking
Sean.
son
How
of
you
a
doing?
gun.
Good, boys. What's going on?
Hey, say something in Canadian.
Forget about it.
I love it.
That sounded more like New York to me, but
Well, I got you beating snow either way, so I gotta put on my boots. How's that? Hey?
There we go.
There we go.
And up next, we got International Secretary, Brandon A.M.
What's going on?
Welcome to the show, brother.
How you doing?
Doing all right. You gotta say something like a boot or an A.
What's that all about? Hey? How's that? You happy now?
There we go.
all in one sentence, everybody. How's that?
Right?
I love
Good
it.
work. Good
Can
work.
you spell? Hey, can you spell Canada for us?
CANADA.
Eh,
Hey.
Hey.
eh.
So whereabouts are you from in Canada?
I am an hour west of Toronto, so I am kind of in between Toronto and Niagara. So I'm literally like an hour and a half from Buffalo.
Okay. And
So not too far.
So being that close to Buffalo, does that make you an American football fan, such as like the Buffalo Bills? Is that your team?
I am a true diehard Bills fan.
So you're part of the mafia.
I am part of the mafia.
So rolling into this question again, how many tables have you broken?
Not enough, apparently.
Do you have a number?
Man,
Look,
I don't even want to think about it, to be honest.
Sean's more known for falling downstairs. Okay, we don't.
Yeah.
He's more of a stair faller than.
So you can actually. So you can actually.
Got that out of the way
count.
right away, didn't we?
So we can.
But there was an awful lot of alcohol involved in that fall.
So
Well-
we can actually. Stairs are made of wood, right? Correct.
Yes, sir.
So including the stairs and the tables, how many articles of wood have you broken?
More than I can count.
Well, kind of boy.
I don't think he broke the wood. I think the wood broke him in that case.
Yeah, the wood broke me in that case. Yeah, but I think it was more the cement floor that broke me than the wood.
Yeah, that cement don't break.
No. But I tried. Can't say I didn't try.
Hey, all I know is I woke up and I saw an ambulance outside, and I was like, "Oh fuck!
Oh boy,
Here we go."
Yeah, but you made sure that bottle paid for my fall too. So.
Oh yeah, I was like, "Shit."
All right, so Brendan, can you tell the chat where you're from? And
Right now, I'm living in Oregon, about an hour outside of Portland. But I'm from Ohio. That's where I started back in the old days.
so, what brought you to Oregon?
I used to visit my sister-in-law who lived out here, and I fell in love with the area. And that was probably like 15 years ago, and I've been trying to get out here ever since. And finally, I turned 40 a couple years ago and was like, I'm not getting any younger. I might as well do it. So I found a job, moved out here.
Now you got snow up there too, don't you, Brandon? Did I just see a picture? I just see a picture of your dog standing in a foot of snow yesterday.
Yeah, we got about 4 or 5 inches. Yeah, he's just got short legs, so it looks like it was taller.
What kind of dog you got?
It's a Dachshund.
Dachshund, those are sweet dogs. That's one dog I would love to have.
Yeah, he's cool. I like him.
My buddy has a Dachshund.
You don't strike me as a wiener dog type of guy, Louis.
So, all right, I bear hunt. That is my thing, right? I love hounds. That's my thing. I love hunting. And killing bears is not only during the football season, but real life. I love bear hunting. So I actually have a friend who has a dachshund he uses for blood tracking deer.
Really?
Yeah,
they have
that's what they were bred for.
Yeah, they have an amazing sense of smell, and they were bred for not only they were
truffle hunting,
stuff like that, but they're also known for they're actually mean by nature. They hunted badgers.
Honey badger.
So the dachshund, as cute as they are actually a serious hunting dog. They are really cool.
That's what they were bred for. And trust me, he'll sniff out a piece of food a mile away. Like, he's got a great nose.
Yeah, I grew up with hounds as a kid. My dad raised beagles, and hounds are so incredible. Like what they're keen at, how keen their sense of smell is, and working with hounds hunting bears, and we will have trail camera pictures of bears hitting bait at midnight, and then we go there 6 hours later, and they can pick up a fresh scent track like nothing. It's like they're just there. It's incredible. Or even driving down the road at 30, 40 miles per hour, they'll they call it rigging. So they'll rig up and they hit a scent, they smell something just driving down the road, they'll pick up that scent and just basically hit the brakes and go back until they hit it again, and you just drop the dogs and let them go that way. Let them go at it like that, just off nothing. It's incredible. Hounds are freaking awesome. So, going to the next guy. Tell us about you and where you're from.
Well, my name's Beans, and I'm from Kentucky.
You don't have to lay it on thick. It's already thick enough.
Right? I was just going to say, this is for the same guy that doesn't think he's got an accent.
I don't have an accent. Y'all say I do, but I don't. But no, I'm from Bowling Green, Kentucky. We did get a little bit of snow. We didn't get much. Last night, it was, about 10:30 last night. It was 55 and flooding. Wake up this morning, and it's 10 degrees and 2 inches of snow. It's like, what the hell? How'd that happen from 10 to 7?
When I talked to you last night, you were under tornado warnings, weren't you?
Yeah, we was under tornado warnings last night. Then we wake up this morning, you had damn snow. So it's like, what the hell? So, but yeah, that's a little bit. I'm from Kentucky, where they make good bourbon and horse racing.
So how close are you to Owensboro and the meccas of Kentucky bourbon?
I am 45 minutes away from Owensboro, 2 hours away from Louisville, about an hour away from E-Town. I'm about an hour away from Nashville, so I've got a little bit of everything.
What do we got over in Owensboro, Louis?
That is
I'll be there in July, so
DSP number 10.
I will tell you this: Green River is here in Bowling Green. We got a good distillery here in Bowling Green that makes great bourbon.
Green River is made though in Owensboro.
Yeah, it's made in Owensboro. Then we have a bourbon here in Bowling Green that's made like not even probably about 20 minutes away from my house. That it's not a big bourbon, but it's just a Kentucky local bourbon, and you can get your own bottle there, labeled and everything in it. So I'm gonna try to go in there and probably get one made with a Renegade name on it, and probably give it away for a door prize at our cookout for something. Just trying to.
What do you know the name of the distillery?
I don't know off the top of my head. My dad would know because he's a big bourbon collector. You can ask Brandon. He's been to my dad's house. He's got my dad's got like 3 bottles of Pappy. He's got bourbon that ain't ever been opened. So.
Yeah, I have a collection going too right now, and it's getting pretty fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
I just see bottles. I just see bottles that are just like, don't have that one. Always wanted to try it. Let's just toss it in the collection. And I sent a picture to Darren right away.
I've got the only thing that I have right now. I have a half gallon of Jack Daniels in my kitchen. That's it.
Well,
sorry. Let me.
That's a sin though for you, Kentucky. That's a Tennessee whiskey.
Oh, they got the eye and they shut up right away. Look at that.
Oh,
he gave him the eye.
He went.
I think he muted himself.
Yeah, he did.
Did he? Oh, yeah, he did.
Sorry.
So that's a Tennessee whiskey. Beans. You want to?
Yeah, that Jack Daniel's a Tennessee whiskey.
Isn't that like sacrilegious?
No, man, not at all. Not at all. Hey,
I like Daniels. Hey, that American honey is pretty good.
Yeah, I like that. My favorite. I will honestly tell you, my favorite bourbon is Buffalo Trace. I love it. That's my go-to. I like Four Roses if I'm making a smoked. If I'm gonna do a smoked like a old fashioned, I like Four Roses. But if I'm gonna drink it neat, I want a good bottle of Buffalo Trace.
So
I will bring down a bottle of some Wisconsin bourbon.
All right.
Yeah, I want to try it
when I come down in July. What should we bring, Louis? Some J. Henry or what?
Yeah, I think we go the J. Henry Red Label, the agnostic barrels.
Well, then I'll get a bottle of Green River here, made here in Kentucky, and then I'll go to this distillery here and get a bottle of that one stuff also.
So I've been to Green River. I love Green River. I actually have a Green River sweatshirt. I have Green River everything. I have a fucking beautiful little Green River carrying bag. I went in there, dude, and I bought everything Green River. Like I could not get enough of that place.
Well, if you go,
I guess I'll add in too, and I'll bring a nice bottle of Canadian whiskey with me.
There we go.
You can't do that anymore. You can't take whiskey across the border. I thought.
No, you can.
Well, you could. You could. You just gotta. You just gotta.
We was
declare it. That's all.
Did you know that I am not allowed to go to Canada? Canadian. I'm not allowed to go to Canada because of my. I had a alcohol charge in my younger years.
So you can go to Canada. You just need to write a prime minister or a member of member of
Parliament, yeah.
Parliament.
Yeah, I'd have to go through like 1,000 steps just to go, and I'm like, you know what, Sean can just come see me.
Yeah, you're not that far. It's not like the first time I've been there. So
you've been here twice now?
Yes, sir.
This will be the third time. You've been here more. You and Brandon have been to my house more than some people. That's crazy. So that's awesome.
That's a good idea, Darren. We should do a fucking whiskey tasting down here.
Let's do it. You know that you can they have something called in Louisville called the Bourbon Tour. It's a whole day. You pay like $150 and it goes to all your distilleries in your surrounding areas on a bus. They drive you around on a bus all day long just drinking bourbon.
So I would love to do I like to do the I don't want to do like the Louisville one. I want to do one where it's all over the state. Like,
they'll take you all the way to Frankfurt for Buffalo Trace. They take you to Green River. They'll take you to Bowling Green. They'll take you to Heaven Hill. I mean, they take you everywhere.
Heaven Hill, that's Bardstown, correct?
Yes, that's in Bardstown.
And so Heaven Hill is really good. Heaven Hill is probably one of the best. You know what I mean? Heaven Hill is amazing. But Bardstown bourbon itself is fucking awesome too. I just got a bottle of Bond from them. I finished. That was so damn good.
To be honest, anything that comes from Kentucky's awesome, so it's whatever.
I like Knob Creek. Knob Creek's my go-to.
The Knob Creek, the maple one. Knob Creek is so good. That's my campfire.
We're not allowed to let Sean drink
I like
Knob
the
Creek.
rye.
Nope.
Knob Creek rye.
Sean,
Nope.
is that the staircase incident, the Knob Creek?
That's it. Me and Sean we went and bought a half gallon of Knob Creek, and we polished it off, and I went to bed.
Was this in Chicago last year?
Yeah.
Is that when that happened?
Yeah, the night right after y'all left the house, actually, Darren.
Okay.
Yeah, but Beans cut off early. You went to bed, and I kept on going.
Yeah,
So,
I went to bed. I was like, I'm done. You know, once I get to the point where I'm like, I'm ready to go to bed, you can ask anybody. I'm like, I'm done. Y'all have fun. I'll see you in the morning. I'm out. Deuces.
yeah, but you didn't get to see me in the morning.
Yeah, I did. I came to the hospital to see you.
Yeah, you did come to the hospital. That's right. Yeah.
I was the first one who went to the hospital to see you. Me and Jen.
Yeah, that's right too. Yeah.
Did you
Yeah,
break? Did you break anything on the fall?
Yeah, I broke my collarbone.
And your pride.
Pride's still there. Pride's still there. that ain't never gonna break. I am a tough son of a bitch. Like there's just you could break me, but I won't quit. It won't matter. I just keep going. I took everything in those. It took everything for those guys to keep me there. I didn't even want to go.
I think he went because I told him I was like, "You got to go, Sean." He said, "Okay."
Did you find out about the price of American healthcare?
Oh yeah, they sent me the $60,000 US bill.
That's insane.
Did your insurance not pay for it?
My insurance paid for it, but they sent me the bill originally. I had to go through my insurance to get them to pay for it. But yeah, when they sent me the bill, I damn near shit myself.
That's crazy, isn't it? Like you can't even go to the doctor just for like a routine checkup for less than $1,000.
Yeah, no kidding.
Down here.
Well, it's 60. So 60 grand US is like what, like 80 for me Canadian?
Yeah. That's crazy, bro.
Don't you have like Wayne Gretzky and shit on your dollar bills? They don't. I mean, isn't that just like monopoly money, anyways? Right?
Yeah, we got a few. Yeah.
Oh my god, I love it.
We do have our our Cobra chickens on our loony too. So
Thor just popped in the chat. Thor was one of the ones that I left. I told Thor, I said, "Man, you're in charge, dude. I'm going to bed. Don't do nothing stupid." And then I wake up and he goes, "We did something stupid." I was like, "I can see that. I see fucking ambulances outside, bro."
Hey, you know what though, Thor? Thor was the man. He was the one that sat by my side, and fucking helped me out and talked to Kim and everything else. So yeah, he was, dude. That guy's my number one. What can I say?
We did something stupid.
We did do something stupid. I was like, I can see that. Oh, it was fun.
Well,
that was a good trip.
Let's get to the meat and potatoes of some things here. Let's talk about the Renegades. Let's talk about how this club, we had you guys on here for a reason for Founders Day. Let's talk about how this club came to be. Let's talk about the origins of the RBC.
Well, let's do it. What would you like to know?
Well, you tell me, Beans. I know the story, but we probably got people that don't. So let's start in the beginnings. We're looking at just about 14 months ago now.
Yeah. So December the 1st of 2023. Some things went. I'm sorry. Let's back that up. That's when we started the club. So let's say November. In November, a few things started happening in a club that we was all part of that we didn't agree with. Some things came to light. Some things came out in the open, and me personally, I didn't agree with it, and a couple other guys didn't agree with it. So we was in talks. Darren, me and you talked a lot about this. Me and Brandon talked a lot. Brandon and Sean weren't in this club with us anymore because they left because of certain situations that they knew about, and I didn't leave. You didn't leave, but anyways, that's another story for another time. So I think it was that last night in November. I think I talked to Brandon. I said, Brandon, I think I'm gonna do it. And he said, well, how do you feel? And I'm like, man, I feel like it's right. So I talked to my wife, and I don't do nothing without my wife's blessing. Because I'll be the first to tell you, my wife is my rock. My wife's the one that's gonna push me to do something no matter what. And she basically told me, she's like, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it full effect. Don't just do it half-ass. I said, okay. So me being the petty person I was at this time, I grew up a little bit, but I was petty. I went into the international board because I was an international scout, and I started calling everybody out on everything that I didn't like. I mean, I called them out left and right, didn't I, Darren? Like I was letting them have it. And then I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm stepping down from the international board. Then I stepped down. Then I talked to my Kentucky chapter because I was the president at the time. And I was like, this is what I want to do. Let's do it. And of course, I'm not going to do nothing without the support of my chapter. If my chapter wanted to stay, I would have stayed. But they didn't. They said, we're going to follow you. I said, okay. So we left. And then when we left, Ohio left, Illinois left, a couple of Louisiana left. We started out with about, what was it, about 100 guys, was it, Brandon? Is that what we started out with about the first week?
Yeah, about 100, 120.
So, yeah, we had 100 guys come with us. So I told, and then I called Sean. I was like, Sean, I've got a great opportunity for you. He's like, what? I said, how would you like to be my international VP? And then so we started ripping and running and talking and shit. And then I got Brandon. Brandon wasn't even going to stay in the club. Brandon came just to help me set up Discord, and then he fell in love with the club, and now look at him now. 2 years in almost, and he's here with us. And then I had a little birdie that was supposed to leave with me at the time that this all started, and he was a little chirping in my ear all the time, and he never showed up, but eventually he showed up. And oh well, my bad, I wasn't even talking about you, DQ. I'm sorry. No, but so the reasoning behind this club is we want to be the voice of the voiceless. We want to let you have a voice. We don't talk about religion. We don't talk about politics. We don't talk about if you're gay, straight, trans. We don't care. We don't care what you do in your personal life. When you step onto Discord or you're in a club event, you're family no matter what. And it's not, a lot of people don't have that no more. A lot of people don't have a safe space, and we want to be that safe space for you. We pride ourselves on brotherhood, and I think that we do a great job on the brotherhood aspect because no one's left behind. We have everyone six. So that's something that we truly pride ourselves on.
Sean, we all know Beans is quite the salesman. He can talk. And what you were out of clubs period for probably a year and a half, maybe. What did Beans say to you that convinced you this was the right step for you and the right thing you wanted to do?
Well, like I said, like Bean said too, like when we started talking, we both started, I wanted to make sure that this was going to be something that was different than the other clubs. If we wanted to start something, like I told him, I said, if you want me in this has got to be something that's going to be different than other clubs. I don't want to get back into the same bullshit that we had from before. We don't want to have the same kind of drama, the same kind of fallout, the same kind of crap that we've already dealt with. So I told him, I said, if this is the way it's going to be, then I want no part of it. But if we're going to do this, then we do it all the way, like you said. And we're just, like you said, we are the voice of the voiceless. We are the guys that you can come to. Like, my phone's open 24/7. You send me a message, I'm going to respond to you within, as soon as I can, as soon as I see it. Same with Bean, same with Brandon, same with DQ, like all of you guys, anybody. Like, we're all pretty much the same. That's what we're here for. We're here to be each other's friends and family, no matter what. Yeah, we're going to have disagreements. Yeah, things are going to happen. But at the end of the day, everybody knows that we're there for each other's backs. And that was the one thing that sold me, was the fact that we both agreed that this was going to be different, right? It's not going to be the same old club like everybody else. We wanted to have something that was different. And from what we've gotten so far, I believe we are different.
Brandon, the same thing to you, because I remember talking to you that first week. I can remember walking out of a restaurant, as a matter of fact, and I was texting you, and you messaged me and said that you were helping Beans set up his Discord, and you weren't joining anything. You weren't going to be a part of it. You were just helping with the Discord. Now, you, without going into any detail of it, I know you were disgruntled about beard clubs, about the clubs, period. So, what changed your mind? I mean, what drew you into this? Is it the same type of story, or is there more to it?
There's a little more to it. So I left the other club for reasons that I had with leadership, and I'm not going to get into all that. But so I was done with clubs, and I was out for about a year and a half. And I kept the contact with you and Beans, and We talked about starting new clubs and doing different things, and so I don't know. I wasn't joining when he asked me to come back. I told him for a while that I wasn't staying. I was just coming to help build the server and get everything going. And then I just started seeing the way the club was being set up at the time. It was a very bottom up setup and not a top down setup. And I think that's how we've continued to run things, is like our members have say in everything we do. We're not like in the old club. I felt like we were just ruling over people who are in the club and telling them how they can and can't, what they can and can't do, and how things are going to work. And I feel like as this club was starting to get built, there was a lot of input from the members. Like, what do you guys want? Who do you want to see on your board? Like, we let them pick our board members. We don't pick our board members, and stuff like that. And so their input is kept at the forefront of what we do. And so that's what made me stay, is that it was more of a democracy and not a dictatorship. So I started seeing those kinds of things, and even today we still ask our members. We ask for their input. We ask what they want to do, how they want to see things ran, and so that's what keeps me around.
Me too, Betty. Come on, tell the truth.
And Sean,
you made one comment in the middle there that kind of stuck with me with what you said. I've never heard it phrased that way before, but I really liked it. You said, "We don't work from the top down; we work from the bottom up," and I like hearing that phrase. That's a refreshing way of looking at the way things are done over here. I like that.
And it is, because I mean, like I said, like even like Brandon was saying, like even from the beginning, that's kind of how we did everything. Like Beans and I basically, like we had our spots. Obviously, with the international VP, him picking my spot, but everybody else, it was everybody that chose. So it's the same thing as what we have now. Like even today, it's still the same thing. When we want like a new scout for an international board or anybody that anywhere, it's all voted on. So it's the voice of the people. Like I said, the voice of the voiceless compared to what it used to be, right? We don't dictate anything. Like I mean, yes, we have our rules that we try to uphold as best as we can, but realistically, it is our members that control everything. Really.
Yeah, even our bylaws were written by members. Like we wanted to see what they wanted, what they could come up with, and what they wanted out of the club. And so our bylaws were written majority by members, and they wanted a clause in there that they could call us into question for things that we do, and if they want us removed from positions, they have the power to do that, and that's what they wanted. So we put that in our bylaws, like things like that. Like that's what made me interested, is that we were really putting them first and not our own ideas and our own thoughts and our own rules. So that's what keeps me here. If that changes, I tell everybody, if that changes, I'm out.
I don't think it'll ever change, because if we have something that I've always said: if your foundation's strong, you can build from that. And I feel like we have that strong foundation. We have that strong sense of ability that, hey, this is what we are. This is who we are. Nothing's going to change who we are. Nothing's going to change what we do. You may love us, you may hate us, but at the end of the day, you want to be us, because we are that group of people that make you feel like you are welcome when you've never felt welcome before. And same question to you, Darren. You asked them what was it that got you here? What was it that got you in your chapter here? What was it that made you all want to come to us?
Yeah,
it was we did come in late. I mean, we came in almost a full year after you guys did, because we stayed with the other half of the split, obviously. We sat down at the same time, and I did the same thing. I've told you this before, Beans. I model a lot of the things I do after the way I've watched you run the Kentucky chapter and stuff like that. What the guys in the state of Wisconsin say means more to me than anything. I won't do anything without the backing of all 50 of those guys. So we sat down after that snafu last year, and we had a couple of decisions to make. There was three choices, and we chose the path we went on. And it worked, and it was working really well. And then we weren't getting quite what we wanted to out of it from a support standpoint in the way of what our members were feeling. So this is where we started to talk to you guys. We started to talk to you and Brandon. Myself and Travis were sitting and talking to you guys, and you kept harping on some of the things you're saying to us right now, and it's like it's a fingers crossed type of thing, you know. Are they giving us a line of shit, or is what they're saying true? So, you know, we took the chance, we took the leap, because like Travis always said to me, my VP, he always said the one thing that kept him excited about the club was when he actually met the guys, and this was back in the old days, and he actually met the guys and was able to feel the support and the love from those guys. And a lot of the new guys don't feel that anymore, weren't feeling that. So we took the leap, middle of November, I think it was last year. And I think to a man, and I think Louis will probably sit over there and agree with me 100%, we're seeing exactly, you weren't handing us a line of shit. You were handing us what you're saying right now is exactly what we're experiencing. And there's guys sitting in this chat right now as I'm reading through some of these things. I'm looking right at Ken right there, who has just flourished in this club. He absolutely loves it. And there's another 40 guys in the Wisconsin chapter that are the exact same way. They're finally feeling like what they're saying actually matters and actually means something.
The biggest thing is they're probably feeling like they're home.
They're feeling like they're home. Am I right in saying that, Louis? Is that, I don't want to speak for you as well, but I think
we finally found that sense of brotherhood that we were looking for all along. If that makes sense.
And that's kind of, like I said, that's what we were looking for. Like I said, we're trying to be different than other clubs. We're trying to run things the way they should be run. The way that, you know, like I said, the members are your biggest people. Like those are your numbers. They outweigh us like, you know, 1,000 to 1. So whatever they say should make a point, should be standing on, should be heard, right? And if you have a club where it's just straight up, where, you know, people are making suggestions, you're just being turned down all the time, guess what's going to happen? You're going to lose them because of the fact that they're not being heard. If you don't feel heard, why would you want to commit to anything? Why would you want to be a part of it? So
I will say, like in other clubs for us, just to expand on that, you know, just to build off what you're saying, for us as Wisconsin, we used to, like, in our board meetings, we'd always be harp like, hey, let's initiate, you know, conversation, the chats in the club, you know, on the club side. Let's do this. Let's just hop in and start the video chat in the club. And now we have guys like, you know, Tucker and Ken, who they'll just do it because they love the guys. It's just organic for us. You know, it was just really organic for us to come in and like initiate and start, you know, the brotherhood bond with everybody. Like for us, it was a very easy transition for us because, you know, not only, you know, we were with you guys in the other clubs, but like we've really seen like that's just like even our members like flourish and like build, and like it was just all organic because this group has been nothing but a great experience to this point. It's been awesome.
I will tell you this from my aspect of things. I am a very humble person at this. Every day I'm humbled because I get on and I see what is going on. And I see everything that's happening, and I'll just sit back. Some days I'm just like, man, is this really what's going on right now? I was like, is this really what's happening? Are we really doing this? Is this real? And then I'm like, I love seeing people. I love seeing these guys love where they're at. I love guys when they're upset, they have someone to talk to. I love waking up in the morning and I see, hey, we got a video call going. Dude, we have video calls every day from the time people wake up to the time we go to bed. We used to just do Friday night calls. Now we do Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. I mean, hey, I'm having a coffee call. Anyone want to hop on and talk while I'm driving to work? It's amazing to me, and it's very humbling to me. And like I've always told everyone, without our members, we are nothing. Because the members are who make this club. This club isn't me. Yes, I may be your founder, international president, but I could be gone tomorrow, and the club will still succeed just like it is right now because we have that foundation.
Well said.
Yeah, very well said.
Yeah, and Beans is pretty good as a leader. A lot better than where we came from, for sure.
Well, that wouldn't really take much, but yeah, I still agree either way.
Yeah.
Well, I think, yeah, I guess, you know, from my perspective, Beans just has that passion and that passion stems from where we all came from. So like when I first came into the club, I was doing my podcast too, Pure Steel podcast, which is still kind of a thing, just kind of in the back burner. And just the enthusiasm I got from Beans when I first asked him to go on the show, like just like and that enthusiasm carries through everything he does, and that's just a testament to who he is. You know, jump in, whole ass. He doesn't half-ass anything. He whole asses everything. So I think it's part of his genetic buildup. He's just he's one of a kind.
I appreciate that, man. It's something that I didn't always used to be a nice person, man. I didn't always used to be this person, and I even said something.
Didn't say correction. We didn't say you were nice.
No,
yeah, no one said nice.
Nobody said you were nice at all.
The other day in the chat, I actually said something to everybody. I said, it's crazy to me to where I was 5 years ago with my mentality of things. Like now, I can let someone just I don't remember what it was, but I was really upset about something, and I walked away. And the reason why I walked away is because, first of all, I have a wife and two beautiful little girls that I can't ever fuck up, because if I fuck up, that's going to fuck up my whole family. And two, anything that I do, it's going to be a direct affliction on our club. Because at the end of the day, everyone knows who I am. Everyone knows, hey, that's Beans. He's the founder, president of this club. He did this. Oh, shit. What's this club really about then? So I have to hold myself to a higher standard than I hold everyone else, because I can't expect guys to do something if I'm not going to do it.
I don't think it's a higher standard. I think it's you're holding yourself to the standard you expect everybody else to be held to as well. I don't think you need to be any higher than any of us in the way of you any better off behave.
Exactly. Well, let's put it this way, okay? Like, I mean, most of you guys I've known for years. Let's be serious. I mean, we were in the other club together. We all kind of knew each other. We've been knowing each other for, like, Christ, what? It's got to be close to 10 years now. Yeah, exactly. For a long ass time. Like, I was in the other club long before a lot of you guys were too. And how many events did I make it to in the last club?
Maybe one. None, actually.
No, none. I never made it to any of them.
See you at any, no.
And now I've been to what? 2, 3 already?
You're about to be at 4. You're about to come to my house again.
Well, I'm going to be there in July. Absolutely, 100%. Like I said, I'm there. But that just shows the amount that is so much different to me compared to the other clubs. That's why I want to be a part of this.
It's a testament to what we're building here, because you look at, we keep bringing up July, which is Beard America down there in Kentucky, 13 plus chapters showing up at this event. We have the Renegade Beard Club as the main sponsor of the entire beard event. We also have, as of right now, I think we've got 3 or 4 different chapters that are sponsoring categories. Yeah. Not to mention 13 chapters that are coming. We got UK guys hopping on a plane to fly over here to spend the weekend in Kentucky for Beard America.
Exactly. I'm coming down from Canada. Like, I mean, how many of you guys, you know what I mean? Like, even before, like, there was very many of us that came down before each other, like other things. I've met Brandon, like, what, 2-3 times now already, Brandon?
Yeah.
So, and same with Beans. Like, I mean, I've met Beans for the first time, like, my last one. So, it's changed. It's a big difference for me. Like, this is not just your ordinary run of the day, everyday mill beard club. It's family. It's like literally coming down to see family. That's exactly what it is to me. I'm coming down to meet new guys, new friends, new family, guys that I haven't seen, guys, people that I haven't even met yet. But it's, you know what I mean? Like, it's different. It's not the same.
The club last year, Sean, when I met you guys you and Kim down in Chicago, I wasn't even in the club yet, but you guys made me feel like we felt like we were
part of the club.
Let's be real here, Darren. Let's be real. By that time in July, we all knew you was gonna be here. We knew the whole Wisconsin chapter was gonna come home.
July. That was the St. Aldrich's event. That was like in March.
We knew it.
We knew.
Yeah,
it.
It's like I said, it's a totally different thing, though. You know what I mean? Like, it was great meeting you there. Just like like all the rest of the guys too that I met that were from like the other club. I have no ill will to a lot of them. There's only a few, like a handful that I wouldn't that are not cross my path kind of thing. But Other than that, I mean, it's like I said, it's a totally different vibe. It's a totally different thing.
You have to. So, if everyone's listening and you don't know what the event is in July, we are having a cookout at my house here in July on that Friday night. It's going to be great food, great fun. It's going to be awesome. And then that Saturday, we're going to head out. We're going to basically be a convoy. We're going to pull in. We're going to have over 50 guys, family, kids, everything. Plus, we have a VIP table. So we're going to be doing things for the kids at the table. I mean, we're going to show up and show out. That's just who we are. Last year, we had a person take a trophy home in every single category they was in. So this year, we're going to even do better. So just remember
all the trophies.
We're taking we're coming for all of them. We're taking all the
Thanks,
hard
Panda.
No stairs.
We're doing.
Yeah, there won't be any stairs.
I think last weekend we took 3 different trophies at 2 different beard events. Was that last weekend or was that was last weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was last weekend. Yeah.
We had 2 guys take Jim from Nevada and Travis from here in Wisconsin, and Andrew and his family. They took a couple of awards at the Lit Sexiest Beard competition at Flannelpalooza, and then Andrew and his family took the best trio or something. They all went as
Mick Foley. They went as Mick Foley. Yeah.
I was going to say Matt Foley, but he's the motivational speaker that lives in the van. So that was, I knew I was wrong.
Yeah, you said Andrew. Andrew is the guy that's hosting Beard America. He also just became a full patch member yesterday. So congratulations on that. And congratulations to everyone else that became patched. We are doing big things. And it's not just about the Beard Club. We're doing a lot of things for charity. We're doing a lot of things for families. We're doing a lot of just for Christmas, man. Different chapters provided families with gifts and meals. We are doing things that are bigger than us. And that's what I love.
Yeah, we have currently 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think there's more. I've got 5 charities listed that we're running right now currently, chapter-wise. North Carolina's got a food drive going right now. California is doing their book donations for the Inland Empire Book Project. West Virginia's running a charity for the Veterans Moving Forward Foundation. Pennsylvania's got a food and hygiene drive. And Wisconsin currently running our year-long, we run that all year long, our Forward 365 initiative. So I've got those 5 listed. I think there might be 1 or 2 more, but I may have lapsed in writing those down this afternoon. So you're right. There's a lot of different things going on that are bigger than us.
I love it, man. It's like I said before, it's humbling. It's very humbling. Even if you're not an international board member, if you're just a member, a prospect, it is a very humbling thing when you wake up and you know you're doing something that's going to better someone else's life. That's what I love. We are here to do something to make your life better. And if all you got to do is reach out, we're here for guys if they're upset. We're here a shoulder for you to cry on. It's who we are. It's what we're about.
Yeah, and same thing. And same thing you're saying, Beans. Like it's no much different. Like I mean, we have our meetings. Like in for each. Like our VPs, our treasurers, our secretaries, everybody has their meetings, and we always come up with new ideas that's going to help somebody out. So again, it comes back down to the voice of the members, right? It's not just like us on the international board just saying, okay, this is what we're going to do. No, it all comes like all the ideas, all the chats, all the stuff that comes up is all from the members. So that's, like I said, that's where we differ from others because again, like we're built from the ground up. Like that's just how we've been. And that's how we're going to stay. So it's kind of one of those things where it just works. It flows. And
another beautiful thing about us is we're very transparent.
Yeah. We don't hide anything.
We don't hide. If you ask us what happens in our international board meeting, we'll be like, hey, look, these are our notes. This is what happens. If it's personal things, like for a personal reason, yes, we can't physically tell you about someone's personal life, but we can tell you about things that we talk about. We tell you about this. We have nothing to hide. Like, what are we going to hide? And that's one thing that has always bothered me. People from other clubs are like, well, what are you hiding? What do you want to know? And I'll tell you. Tell me what you want to know about us, and I'll tell you, because I promise you I'm a transparent book, and I'm that type of person. I'm always going to be honest with you. And I think all y'all know I am that guy. Like, let's sit down and talk about it. What do you want to know? So it's just let's that's who we are. We're transparent.
So what do you guys want to see? We're still in the second week in February here. 2025. What do you want to see out of the Renegades? I know we've talked about this in private a little bit. What do you want to see? Where do you want to see this club by this time next year? If we sit down on the Hour of the Wolf, February 16th next year, and we're talking about what's happened the last year, what do you want to be talking about? What have we done over the last year? What do you want to see happen? All you guys.
I'd say we'd be sitting here talking about how we got our 1,000th member in.
How we are what? Sorry.
How we got our 1,000th member, our 1,000th member. I think that'd be pretty sweet to be talking about. I just want to grow. That's all. That's all I want to see is I just want to see us grow. I think, like I said, we're a club that everybody wants to either be or be a part of.
What about you, Brandon?
I'd like to see us more involved in charities. I'd also like to see us, we're working on getting our nonprofit, so I'd like to see that done by next year. And definitely more meetups. I think we've been doing those beard clubs all over, or beard competitions, so I think we need to do some more of that, get more people out and involved, maybe move those around in different parts of the country so we can get different people to come out. I'd like to see a lot more of that.
I know I see Dino's in the chat. I'm not sure if Jim's in there or not. Both those guys, Minnesota and Nevada, made it up to Wisconsin last week for the meet, for the little flannel palooza that we had with us, the guys up here. It was nice to sit and break bread and chat with those guys for the afternoon. And I know guys walk away from things like that feeling, at least I do, and I don't want to speak for Dean or Jim. I know I walk away feeling from those things. It's a sense of accomplishment and brotherhood. It's a whole nother level when you're able to sit and chat with guys that you don't get to see every single day. I mean, I love my boys in Wisconsin, but I do get to see them a lot more often than I'd ever get to see Jim or Dean. So it's kind of nice to see new guys come in and see how things are run in their chapters and stuff. So yeah, I agree that the more meetups would be a fantastic idea.
Yeah, we keep talking about our a big like a yearly meetup for the whole club. So we still got to work. We've been working a little bit on it, but we need to work more on that and get that set up so we can start getting people buying tickets, hotels, and everything wherever we're going to choose to do it at. So
Yes,
I'd love to see that happen.
This is an inside joke with Wisconsin's not hosting.
No, we are not. Oh, shit. Too soon?
Too soon.
So, what I want to see by this time next year, this is going to get real. This is going to get, I don't know what, you know how I get. You know who I am. You know how I say things. So this time next year, I want to be sitting on this podcast with each of you. But I also want to be sitting in the chapters, seeing the love, seeing the brotherhood, seeing people, the people getting along, people loving each other, people, no hate, no nothing. I want to see members. Yeah, members are great. I'd love to see a lot of members. But I want good quality members. I don't want just guys to say they're part of the club. I want guys to sit here and be like, hey, I am Renegade. And when you ask them what Renegade means, they can tell you what it means. They just don't say, oh, it's a beard club. By this time next year, I want each person to know what a Renegade is. I want each person to be able to have that feeling in their heart that, yes, I'm a Renegade and this is what we stand for. By this time next year, I want to be sitting here with you all, and I want to see in this chat, I want to see people say, I am Renegade. I love Renegade. Renegade is who I am. By this time next year, I want to see our U.S. board. Yeah, I said that. It's in the works sometimes. We just got to get more members. I want to see that. I want to see our Canadian board striving. I want to see our UK board striving. I want to see each member successful in everyday life with their families, with their jobs, with everything, so they can be excited for something. By this time next year, I want everyone to know who we are, what we're about, club, no club, it doesn't matter. Even if you're not in our club, I still want you to know, hey, that's a Renegade. We know what they're about, we know who they are, and we know what they stand for. Because I'm going to tell you this, I will stand 10 toes to the ground against the devil for each one of these guys. And by this time next year, I want people that's not even in the club to say, hey, I'm standing behind you. Or I'm standing beside you hand to hand. Because we are going to take over the world. And we are going to show the world who Renegade is.
See, they agree.
I dig that.
No, exactly.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, I get passionate sometimes. I apologize.
That's
Well,
why
that's
we
what-
No need to apologize, bro. That's why we're here.
That's why we love you, dude, because you are literally the most, like I said before, you whole ass everything, and we can see it through you. It's
I think it was Louis that said to me sometime back last September or October last year. He says, Beans is promoting our shit more than anybody in our own club.
yeah, it's true.
And it was
It doesn't matter what patch you wore. Y'all been family to me since day one, and you're going to be family to me till the day that we're not. I don't look at people because they're in this club. Some of my best friends aren't in this club. Like, I'll throw his name out there, Germ. I did a podcast with Germ for, 3 years? He's not in the club right now, but, if Germ messaged me tomorrow and said, hey, Dustin, let's talk. Let's talk. What do you need to talk about? You need me to stay up? Do I need to make a glass of coffee? Do I need to do something? What are we talking about, Germ? And Thor's one of my really good friends. He can call me tomorrow and we'll sit and have a conversation for an hour and a half. DQ, same with you. You message me every morning and tell me good morning, have a good day. I talk to Brandon every single day. I talk to you every day. I'll text Sean almost every day. I talk to Thor every day. And one thing about me is I don't care if you're in the club or not. If you need my phone number, I'm going to give it to you. Someone asked me when we first started, they said, why do you give your phone number out? I said, because I'm not always on the chat. So if somebody needs something, why can't they text me? If I'm supposed to be a president of a club, why can't they text me on my personal time? Discord's not just about me being there when I want to be there. If I'm going to actually do things the right way, I need to be available for you when you need me. And that's why I put my personal information out there. I trust each and every one of you or you wouldn't be in this club, correct?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, and when me and you started talking, Darren, yeah, I used your full fucking name, Darren. I never do that. When you told me about your forward 365 thing, I started sharing it that day. He was like, hey man, this is what we got. Bet. That's something that's going to benefit other people besides me, so I'm going to help you. I shared that every day. Chris from California, he texted me, said, hey man, this is a charity. Boom, I shared it. West Virginia told me, boom, I shared it. I shared something the other day for the IBA. Yes, the IBA, because even though I'm not in that club, they're doing charity things. It shouldn't be about what you wear. It should be about what you're doing. So I'm one of my favorite people in the IBA is DJ. I talk to DJ a lot. If he ever messaged me and said, hey, we got this charity event going on, you know what, I got you, send me the link and I'm gonna share it. That's what it's supposed to be about. It's not supposed to be about hate. It's not supposed to be about, oh, this person joined your club, so I'm going to talk shit to them. I'm going to tell you right now, you talk shit to one of my guys, you got to deal with me, plain and simple. And you don't want to deal with me because I am an asshole when it comes to my guys. And that's keeping it 100. And don't make me release my grizzly bear, because I'll tell Thor to go eat somebody, and he'll be like, all right, let's go.
Who's driving?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But we are a brotherhood, and we stand together. Like I said before, I will stand with you 10 toes to the ground, arms wrapped with you. If it's 2 against 100, I feel like that's fair odds. Because I love you all, and you're my family, and you're my brothers.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'm verklempt.
You what?
Nothing. That was an old Saturday Night Live reference.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't hear you.
It's people don't understand. Well, yes, the other day me and Jennifer, we went on a date. We renewed our wedding vows. 10 years we renewed our wedding vows, right? We saw a comedian. He played a song that said no one says thank you anymore. It was talking about people not having manners, people not respecting people, and that's true. No one respects anyone anymore. So I want to, first of all, I teach my kids, you respect people, you say please, thank you, yes ma'am, yes sir. It's not hard to respect someone. But if you get disrespected, you get mad. But what's the difference if you do it, but someone does it to you? I've always lived my life to treat someone the way you treat me. You show me respect, I'm going to show you respect. You disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect you. You have to know when you walk into a situation what your outcome is going to be.
I don't know how we follow that now. I mean, it's well played. That's what can you say? There's no reason to follow it up with anything, but that's. I know you mean it. I've had, like you said, I've had many conversations with you. It's almost pretty much daily since even before I came over, but even once we came over, it's even more so. You're not just talking. You back it up, and people see that. The guys in the club see that. I see that, and they respect that. And it trickles down. It trickles down, and it gives the umbrella type effect where everybody is doing the same thing. The rest of us on the international board are doing the same thing. We're trying to hold ourselves to a standard that the guys can respect, so we're not looked upon as the other guys. We're not the management or whatever the hell you want to call it. Nobody looks at it that way, and that's something that you impart upon us, and we carry down as well. And it's refreshing to see, and I think I've heard from a few people, and I think I see it as well, that the guys feel that, and it's a different feeling here. It's a completely different feeling, and you guys have done well. We've all done well. I won't just say you guys because we're part of this now. So we're doing a good job. We're doing the right thing over here.
And it's only going to get better.
Mm-hmm.
Sky's the limit.
That's it.
Sky's the limit. And as a wolf, we always look to the sky. We never look to the ground. And we always follow our packs. But you know what? The funny thing about a wolf is the leader of the pack is always in the back to make sure everyone is going in the right direction. That's why I'm always going to be in the back pushing you. That's why I'm always going to be in the back telling you it's okay. So I'm always going to be in the back and be like, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Let's try this. Let's do this.
Just make sure
I'm
you
gonna
grab
make
your back there.
Yeah. I got you. I'm going to make sure you eat before I eat. I'm going to make sure you sleep, and I'm going to watch. That's just how it's supposed to be.
All right, fellas. Louis, you got anything else to bring up with the gentleman?
I'm gonna address the chat first, if you guys don't mind.
Let's go. Sorry, I apologize. I went off on a rant. I got into it. My bad.
Chat, if you are ready for this, do a fire emoji for the song on the outro. Everyone wants to hear the song again, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Hell
Everyone
yeah.
wants to hear the song again.
Fuck yeah. Let's go.
So one in the chat for song on the outro. And then I want the chat to also give one of you guys a question. Just a random question.
Yeah, come on, bring it on.
And I'll pick them all. If you got a lot of questions, I'll pick them all.
Let's do it. Nothing but time. Ask it away. Ask anything you want to know. Nothing.
I kind of feel like I'm getting ate by this thing right here. I just noticed that. It's like reaching out because I got like the red chair too. It looks like the serpent's trying to eat my head.
While we're waiting for some guys to put on some questions, I got a couple of things that happened around the club this week. If you guys want to touch base on it.
Oh,
we do have a scouting challenge going on. Oh, let me finish this question first, and then we'll go into Kim's question there. We do have a scouting challenge in place right now, 30 days. Whoever brings in the most people is winning a prize, hand-picked or hand-purchased by your president of your club. So that is out there for everybody. Bring in 30 days from, was that yesterday or was that 2 days ago? Can't remember when you posted that.
It was yesterday, yeah?
It was yesterday.
Yesterday. So,
All right, we
so
got
29 days left for the scouting challenge. So
we got the first question in. You guys ready?
Yep.
Where do you see the club in 5 years? Asked by Kim.
In 5 years, I see the club being one of the largest and well-known beard clubs in all of communities. I see this club striving. I see each chapter having their 501(c). I see us hosting and putting on a competition. I see us hosting and putting on one of the largest competitions in the world. That's what I see.
I see us established enough to have, like we said, our yearly times together, like our yearly group meetings. I see them enough to be, so we can have them across the world, not just in the US or anything like that, like having, yearly meetings here in Canada, yearly meetings in the UK, yearly meetings in Australia, yearly meetings like all over the US, and just, switch it around every time we can. By then, I hope to see us be, basically the biggest leading beard group that everybody wants and needs. And like I said, either you want to be us or be with us.
Yeah, I like that, putting on our own beard club. I know a club I was with in Cincinnati, we used to do one every year, so it'd be good to have something like that where we had a beard club or beard competition that we put on. I like that idea.
mm-hmm.
So I got a question. Can I answer my own question?
Yeah.
Sure.
So Dino asks, that's not Dino, but this is a request here for the song at the end. You guys see that? They want the song again. And I agree with them. It's fucking fantastic. So the question is, what is the vision for this podcast? And this vision of this podcast for me initially was to take the family we have here, correct? And then just branch ourselves out and do different things and get the club involved with it. So I will say, like, not to toot my own horn, but my networking for what I've done with the state of Wisconsin has been fantastic. Paranormal Rockdown is something we have coming up, which is just, it's an event that I like literally stumbled into just stupidly. I'm a big paranormal nerd. If you guys ever followed Pure Steel Podcast, I've had legit paranormal guys on, and it's just something that's just always been like a love for me. And I've seen this thing pop up in Broadhead, Wisconsin. I was like, this is fucking sweet. So I just message the messenger thing, just like, hey, you guys should go after so-and-so. You guys should go after so-and-so. And then and just kind of like, oh yeah, we should, yeah, I'll look into them because it was just like local Wisconsin bands. And then it just like conversation started just organically, just shooting the shit. And I was like, I'm a part of a beard club and we do have a 501c3, but like if you guys need bodies, like let's let us help out. Let us do something, check people at the door, whatever, just anything. Let us do anything. I guarantee Wisconsin will show up. And then that became, yeah, absolutely. So we got me and Darren into a chat with Chris Hartle, and about 2 weeks later, he goes, "Hey, let's have a telethon for Forward 365." And I forgot the exact number. We did this telethon for 6 hours, and I don't remember, but how much did we raise there?
2,100.
Yeah, insane. Like this is all for our Forward 365, which is our Christmas project that we do, where we adopt families in the state of Wisconsin, and we get all their presents, wrap them, deliver them to the. So we've been dealing with Vernon County. We wrap them all up, label them, and then we deliver them to Vernon County. They take them to the families. We show up, show out. Every year we have done this. We have doubled. And we have continued to it's definitely something that we love to do. And it's crazy that Darren comes 4 hours to come wrap presents with us. And we did it on a Sunday this year when I was on call during the cold. The Packers are playing at night. We got it all done. It was just crazy. So we raised all that money with Paranormal Rockdown. And it's just amazing. And being a part of this with the Green Jelly as the headliner that night, it's just been a freaking whirlwind. And then obviously Bill Walter, who is the owner of the building, the Broadhead Manor, and then sitting in that show and meeting guys in the band, and then they let me present the first song from was it Left on Red, their brand new song. To let me present, they rolled that out for them. It was just insane what we got, what we have done. So like what I want to do with this show is continue to open doors and really just get traction and like not only win social media, but as a beard club, we could win the airwaves, get people talking, gain interest in other things, get guys like Carl Johnson on again, and let's just get the Halloween themes, like let's get like the cool paranormal stuff going. Let's get people on sports in. Like this is stuff I love doing, and just open up engagement throughout the club. Have fun with it. We could be a brotherhood on here. We could be a brotherhood in the video chats, but we can also show the love and respect for each other too in so many different ways. And this could be another way. So. Yep. And this is stuff I like doing. You know what I mean? Like, this is just fun.
I love it.
Yeah, it'd be cool to have a chat with a couple of the presidents from the chapters and kind of let them talk about what they're doing with building chapters and the support they've gotten from us or how they feel about us in that as well. So I think that'd be cool to do.
If we play for money, I am interested in this dart tournament.
Chapter v chapter dart tournament.
This is not for fun. If you're gonna call it Wisconsin's dart team, we're playing for money.
One thing I would like to see out of this podcast is always supporting mental health, especially for men. There's not a lot of things out there that support men's mental health. So that'd be something awesome to see, like an episode for just men's mental health, ways to help, ways to cope, ways to do things like that. You know what I mean?
I think there's a lot we could do with this. I initially was just going to say I don't want to actually like fall over or fart on camera, but when I really sit back and look at it, there's a lot we could do with this. I'm new to the podcast arena, but I think with the guys we've got in this club, like Brandon said, we can bring some of the presidents in. We can talk some of the charities. We can talk. If any of the guys are willing to come on here and talk about men's mental health in any way, shape, or form, we're willing to sit down and talk about that. Louis and I have the same taste in music and the paranormal. There's musical guests that I've got a lot of connections in the musical community to get some guys to come on here to talk music. We have a lot of musicians in the club itself as well. If we want to sit on and just sit and chat about music all night long. I think there's a lot of different avenues we could pursue down the road to really open this up and make it, not just a one-sided type of thing. But I think when I was asked to do this, Louis reached out to me, and because we've done a couple of things together, and he reached out and I said, if I want to do this, I'm like, I don't know if I can, but fuck it, I'll give it a shot. So
we got a legend in the chat too, by the way. Not him. This one.
Dano, you're a legend too.
Yeah, he's a legend too. But Chris Hartle joined the chat. Everybody, big W's for Chris. The song was a hit.
Yes, it was amazing.
Hey, everybody, give Shadow Seekers Paranormal a GG in the chat for being an absolute legend, please.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, that sounds great. I love it.
One other thing that we could do, we have a lot of beard companies in the club. We could do a spotlight for each company. Possibility have each company maybe sponsor the one for a month, sponsor the podcast for a month, stuff like that. Get their name down the bottom like it was going on here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all came up with anything like that yet or anything like that.
Well, this is obviously the first episode. This is a great idea to have the founders on here and sit and talk about it. We're getting our feet wet and kind of learning as we go. But you're right, having some. Like you said, we've got a lot of, I can think off the top of my head, at least 5 or 6 different beard companies in the club itself.
Yeah.
Who would love to have their name scroll across that bottom for any way, shape, or form and get some advertisement as well.
We could also even put Andrew on here for Beard America. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Promote that. Like I said, there's a lot of things that you all can do. And I personally, from the bottom, I want to say thank you to both of y'all for taking this on and doing this, and it's an amazing thing for y'all to do, and I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I really do. It means a lot. It's another aspect of the club that we haven't had, but we have now. So it's going to do nothing but continue to grow. So thank you both for doing this.
And I don't want this show just to be something that me and Darren dictate either. I want this to be a club-driven show. I want the club to. If anybody wants to come on, just let us know. I will work with you and get something rolling. Like, this is our club, and I want everybody to know that this is something that if you guys want to come on and present something, talk about something, to get something out there, let's do it. You know what I mean? Let's get, if we want, let's get the club chapter presidents in, let's get the lieutenants in, let's get this, let's rock and roll. Let's show up and show out to what this club's about.
So there was a question in the chats while ago. Is this going to be a weekly show, or y'all going to do it monthly? What are y'all going to do?
I think right now we're going to shoot for bi-weekly.
All right, every other week?
Every other week, yes.
I mean, that's good to start off. So I like that.
I think right now weekly is going to be tough.
Yeah,
but I think bi-weekly is absolutely doable.
I think bi-weekly is good because you can promote it more throughout the 2 weeks than 1 week.
Yep. And I like the idea of 24 shows over 12 too. That way we can get more done in 24 weeks than we can 12 weeks.
Yeah, like Louis said, if anybody's got anything they want touched on, or they think they might be a guest, or they might know somebody who might be an interesting guest, feel free to drop a line to myself or Louis, or drop a line to Beans or any of the guys on the international board. They get a hold of us. We're open to anything. This is going to be our podcast. When I say ours, I mean the club's. This is going to be the Renegades podcast. So we are open to doing whatever you guys want to sit and chit chat about. So
thank you, Chris. Love you, brother.
Please reach out and let us know what you guys want to hear, what you guys want to see. The only thing we won't do is change the theme song because that fucker kicks ass.
Yeah. I want to see y'all do. I want to see y'all do the 1 chip challenge.
I'm not doing that.
I've done it 3 times.
Funny you say that. I have the nut challenge sitting right over there.
Hold on. Time out. Speaking of, Darren, I need some more hot sauce. I used a little bit of my last. I need you to make some more.
I'm going to order more bottles.
I need some of that hot sauce. I haven't tried it yet.
Make some more, please.
Yes, we need some of this hot sauce. If you have not tried Darren's hot sauce, send him a message. Tell him you want a bottle and that you're going to order some so he can get us some more hot sauce. That'd be amazing.
Some bottles. I'll get some bottles ordered. It is, for those who don't know, it is a roasted ghost and jalapeno pepper with garlic.
It's amazing.
Just sounds
Yeah,
like
I need to try
diarrhea.
it.
It just literally sounds like something shooting out of my ass. I don't want. Not.
I put
I
some
was
on
just
the
gonna say I could feel the burn in my asshole right now.
No, bro.
Yeah.
I put some
Bring
on my
some-
chicken and then grill it. Oh, it's
Oh,
amazing.
that sounds delicious. Bring some in July.
Hey,
Yeah.
Darren, you
I
seeing
will.
this?
What's that? Bring it to
Chris
sell.
Arnold?
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll order 2 boxes of bottles then.
Hey, can we bring some club things and sell it down there too? We need some. Oh, speaking of, I'm not trying to be this guy, but we are taking donations up to help with the sponsorship of Beard America. Just to let y'all know.
Strictly
Hey,
voluntary, but if anybody
Strictly
wants to
volunteers. Nothing. They're not asking for it. Just telling if you want to. We are accepting them. No matter what, we're gonna end up getting it paid, but we are accepting donations.
Andrew was in here before, wasn't he? I thought I saw
Yeah.
him floating around.
Angie was
before.
in here.
hey, Beans,
What? Sup?
Reed.
Can bring anything you want. Oh man.
That means you're coming now. You're going to show up now. You can be a salesman.
You don't look. Everybody tells me I'm a used car salesman. I could sell a wet paper bag in a rainstorm.
Yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, we got a table, a VIP table, so we'll have some. We're gonna do some like coloring activities for the kids, and
Yeah,
anything people want to sell, they can bring and sell.
Yep.
This is for Paranormal Rockdown.
Oh well, yeah. At
No,
Beard
we're talking
America,
about
we
in
do
July,
have. Yeah.
Beard America.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to make it to the Paranormal Rockdown?
I'm trying to get. There's so
Oh,
many
the
things
intro.
that people ask me to come to, and I'm like, I'm trying. So
Brother, live music. And then
Stormy
you get this,
Daniels. Stormy
Yeah,
Daniels.
I was just gonna say you're actually looking at Stormy Daniels' personal bodyguard right now, Darren.
well,
I've
he's
got
my
to find
personal
my copy.
bodyguard too.
I thought that was Thor.
Both. If you can't get to me unless you get through them,
You're the final boss.
I'm the
Final
guy that
boss.
if you get to me, if you get to me, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, I'm about to get beat up.
And I haven't checked the likes and subscriptions yet, but thank you very much to everybody who has liked and subscribed to the podcast. And if you guys remember, please share and please get into the Discord and let all the other guys know to come in and subscribe to the channel. The more subscriptions we have, the more front page we're going to be on YouTube. So please like and subscribe. I've been chatting on there too. Like and subscribe, please.
How many people's watching right now?
Right now we got 22. Our highest, I think, was 34.
So let's do something fun for these 22 people that stuck around for an hour and 20 minutes. You want to? So Darren has some US patches. Darren, let's give away a US patch tonight since
Give
people are
away a
sticking around.
USA patch.
Let's give away a US patch. So I will send Darren a number between 1 and how many did you say? 22 people in here?
Yeah, right now we got 21. Somebody just dropped out.
All right. Well, I will give away. I'm gonna send him a number, and we're gonna give away a US patch to someone, and I'm sending the number now.
Okay.
Did you
All
get
right.
it?
Between 1 and 21. Yes, I got it.
Oh, look, he said let's throw some rock down tickets to that as well.
Ooh.
Holy shit. Look at that.
Nice.
All right. And go.
Everybody, well, we're gonna give them what, two minutes?
Yeah, give him 2 minutes.
At 8:30, we will do the number.
Keep going, guys. Come on. Ooh.
Do you want me to tell you if somebody gets it, or we wait until 8:30?
No,
Yeah,
if somebody gets
we might
it,
as
we'll
well
get it.
Yeah.
Damn. If no one gets it by 8:30, we'll go with the closest. Come on, guys. Keep guessing.
Come on.
There's only 21 numbers.
I know.
Just 22. That was us, wasn't it? Fucking Louie.
Louis.
What was that?
What
That was
did
my
you do to your
dog. He's old, bro. He's old. Hey, Kenneth got it.
Where? Oh, yeah, he did. Yes,
Well.
he did.
Very nice.
Yeah. Ken, you got it.
Congratulations, Kenneth. Congrats,
Look at that, Ken. We were just talking about a U.S. patch on Saturday. You didn't have one yet. There you go. You got one now.
Well, I guess we'll have to work out his work agreement for that show, but it's a volunteer with his free tickets.
All right.
No, but he won them straight up. Chris, if you message me, I will get you Ken's information on Facebook, and we will go from there. Which I'm pretty sure he already follows the Paranormal Rockdown, but we'll just make sure we touch base. But yeah, how about we just kind of sail out into the sunset here? Let's end the show on a beautiful little note from our good friend Chris Hartle. And I just want to thank you guys very much for being a part of the show, and thank you guys very much for
gentlemen.
Yeah, thank you guys very much for your time.
Thank you everybody for tuning in, commenting, liking the. What am I supposed to say? What are you kids saying? Liking the YouTube. Are they liking the YouTube, Louis? Is that what they're supposed to be doing?
Like and sub. Yep.
Like and sub, guys. Like and sub. But thank you guys for coming on. Thank you everybody for tuning in. This was fun. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks.
And words from my good buddy from Texas. Much love and respect, everybody. And yeah, thank you guys very much.
Take off, eh?
Hey. All right. Well, we're gonna sail this one out with the song, and here we go. Any last words there, Darren, as we're the last two standing?
No, that was fun. That was a good time. I think it went pretty well. It was our guests were fantastic, obviously, and had some good stuff coming from the crowd. So
yeah, we'll have to get Chris and Bill on in the future.
Definitely.
Can't wait for that.
Definitely. Definitely. We'll get Chris and Bill on. That'd be great. So,
but as I'm clicking our background here to sail away, yeah, I got nothing else. Thank you guys very much.
No, that was fantastic. Good night, everybody. Take care.
Good night, guys. Let's get some fire emojis in that chat too. The song is starting here really, really quick.
We're the renegades with beards on our chin. Lou and Darren, where do we begin? Broadcasting loud from the midnight den. Hour of the wolf, we strike again.